Open your My First Duplicate drawing if it's not open already. Often during the drawing process, you'll need to make multiple copies of objects in a rectangular or circular pattern. Instead of using the standard copy command, we'll use the array command. It has two options, rectangular array and polar array. Let's try rectangular first. Select the rectangular array tool. Pick your circle. Right-click. It brings up an initial array on the screen, and at the top of the screen on the ribbon we now have the Array Creation tab. Also observe the grips. We have a box for moving, and we have arrows for changing the columns and changing the spacing distance. We can pick on these grips and make changes to our array. Often for the beginner it's easier to use the panel. Enter 2 for the number of columns and a distance of 0.5 between. Let's do 4 rows at an inch between. Levels we don't need to worry about at this stage. It's if you're doing a 3-dimensional type array. Now click on the Close Array tool and your array has been placed. To break apart an associative array, pick on the Explode command, pick on the associative array, hit the spacebar. Now you'll see that the circles are now individual. Unfortunately, it's not an array anymore, and you'd have to modify them individually as well. Let's erase all these circles. And we're going to draw another circle to make use of the polar array. Draw a circle, pick near the center, give it a radius of 0.75, draw another circle directly above the larger circle with a radius around 0.25. Select the polar array that's hidden underneath the rectangular array. Pick the circle, right-click. The first thing it's asking you is the center point of the array. This is similar to base points. The idea is that you're going to locate a center point around which copies are going to be copied in a circular fashion. Let's turn on our object snap and pick the center of the circle. As with the rectangular array, you get an initial copy of circles in the circular polar pattern. As you can see with the tab, we can change the number of items. We can increase the number of rows. Let's just hit 1 just to show you. Let's put 2 in here and enter. And you can see the pattern that's moved out. Again, we'll ignore levels. We do have Associative button. When it's on, the array created is created all as one. Let's turn it off for now so you can see what's going to happen. Close the array. The array is created. And because we turned off Associative, we can modify individual circles. Unfortunately now it's not an array anymore, so we can't modify it as an array. Save your drawing.